All right, hi everybody. This is going to be your reteach for your atomic structure CER. First thing you have to do when you are starting to look at your atom that you've been assigned is what subatomic particles do you have? So I can see that I have 4 positive particles, I have 5 neutral particles, they do not have a charge, and I actually have 6 negative particles. So that means that I am going to have to make some meaning of that when I answer the question, what is the complete name of the isotope, including the mass number? So to answer the complete name of the isotope, including the mass number, I will have to figure out that the mass number is protons plus neutrons. So I would respond by looking up my beryllium using atomic number 4, and I would determine its beryllium based on protons equal atomic number. And then I would write beryllium-9 because I added 5 neutrons plus 4 protons. Then I would have to answer that whether or not this is an atom or an ion. So first I've answered the name of this isotope is beryllium-9, and then I would have to say that in fact this is an ion because the number of protons and electrons are not the same. So then I go into talking about, well, what is the atomic number? And I know that the atomic number is equal to the number of protons. And that's why I'm able to go to the periodic table and look up atomic number 4, which is equal to the number of protons, and find out that this is beryllium. Then I'm able to go to talking about how many protons and neutrons are in the nucleus, and I state that there are 4 protons and 5 neutrons in the nucleus, and I can also add in that the protons are positively charged and the neutrons have no charge. Determining the mass number then would be easy enough to do by saying that protons plus neutrons will equal mass number, therefore 4 plus 5 equals 9. How many electrons are in the atom and what is the charge? So here's where I get to talk about the negative electron particles, telling me that there are 6 electrons in the atom. Therefore, the overall charge of this is protons minus electrons, so 4 minus 6 equals -2 for the overall charge. Now, I'm going to explain everything about that evidence that supports my claim. I might have already said that the number of protons, which are positive particles, tells me the atomic number. If not, you should definitely make sure you do that. And then I might say that the number of uncharged or particles with no charge tells me the number of neutrons, and then the number of negative particles tells me the number of electrons. I can equate the number of protons plus neutrons to the mass number, and I can make sure that I say that the number of protons minus the number of electrons tells me my charge. Okay, what makes an isotope's mass different from that of a neutral atom? And the answer is there is a different number of neutrons than the normal atom. And then what makes an atom have a charge? A difference in the number of protons and electrons. In this case, this would be termed an anion because the number of protons is less than the number of electrons and the overall charge is a -2. So we call that an anion.